Welcome to the Tiny House Ideas podcast.
And I think the financial aspect of ADUs is a really important kind of topic to cover, right? Because you look at the price tag, and our ABODU studio starts at $180,000, and our one is closer to 200, and our two bedroom is closer to around 250, 260. And so you see those prices and you say, wow, that's a lot of money. And it is, right? Like, frankly, it is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But what's really important is to look at that comparatively to the areas we're serving. Right. So when you look at the Bay Area, you look at LA, and you look at the Seattle markets, those are really expensive housing markets where you go to buy a home, you're looking at $1 million plus, right? Because that land cost is so expensive. The home on that land is expensive. And what's fascinating about ADUs is it actually adds property value, right? It's 340 square feet, 500 square feet, 610 square feet of net new living space, including a bedroom and bathroom, right? So a property that has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home now is listed as a property with a 4-bed, 3-bath home, right? And that's the fundamental change in the value of that property. And frankly, we're seeing that property value increase often way outstrip the cost of construction. So homeowners that go through the ADU construction already see a lift in their property value more so than the cost of construction before you even factor in the rental revenue they can see, right?
Yeah.
So talking on that rental revenue a bit more, we have a few customers in San Jose, California. So big city right in the middle of Silicon Valley, right? You have your jobs at Google, your jobs at Facebook, within 15, 20-minute drive away. It's a really high demand place to live. And folks that have homes, within those 20-minute drives from those big tech campuses really see a value in an ADU, right? So let's say they spend $220,000 on their ADU project. That financing cost in a monthly term is about $1,000 a month using a home equity line of credit or a cash out refinance. And that $1,000 a month is what they're paying just to pay off the construction of the unit. But their rental income they're seeing is much closer to $2,500 to $3,000 a month, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Obviously depends on area, depends on geography, depends on location and whatnot. But even, you're pulling $2,000 a month in rental income, or heck, even $1,500 a month in rental income, that rental income is paying off the cost of construction for that unit, plus adding some additional money on top of that, right?
Yeah.
And so you look at the finances of these homeowners that are building these units, and it's not a complex financial instrument, right? They're using the equity that they've been paying into their home with their mortgage over the past couple of years to fund this project, and adding both property value and adding both rental income coming off these. And it's a really financial decision for a lot of folks that are doing it.
No, it is huge, and I think that is something that I'm sort of really interested in hearing some more about in terms of what you've been saying there. And obviously, again, it hugely depends on the location, on which model, and on sort of the demand and stuff. But it is really interesting to hear that you can sort of quite viably sort of use it as another source of income as well.
Yeah, no, and I think what we've seen more often than not is that long-term tenant, right? So someone that's in a local hospital, or a local teacher, or a local firefighter. Folks that can often be priced out of the areas which they work, and then they end up driving an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to work. What an ADU does is it's a natural, affordable unit of housing, right? By being a smaller square footage, it's going to be a lower priced option than, the brand new apartment building that went up down the street, or a new home, right? And so it's providing access to these neighborhoods for folks that, may have traditionally been priced out of these neighborhoods. And I think that's a really interesting impact of the density, the gentle density that ADUs add to these single family neighborhoods.
Thanks for watching this little teaser for the Tiny House Ideas podcast. If you'd like to listen to the full episode, it's available on all major streaming platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all of the others. Alternatively, if you'd rather watch it sort of in a video format like this video has been, then that's available on Patreon. Just search for Tiny House Ideas. So thanks again for watching. Please do check out the full episode, and thanks again.